So that's the one thing I love about Zimbabwe, that crime is not so gruesome, it's not so violent. Um, it's still better, the worst that could happen, they could use muti on you and take your money, a couple $100, US dollars gone. Hey, street food, it takes the cup, Batung. It takes the cup. Street food is absolutely nice. And the one thing about street food in Zim, it's extremely cheap buffet. Street food in Zim is cheap buffet. It's $2. $2. Only $2. What is good, T gang? It is your girl T. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please don't be shy to smash the subscribe button down below. Turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a video. Baby. Guys, today I am back with another lit banger video. Today I'm going to be talking about the things that I absolutely loved about being in Zimbabwe. Now, I've made a video of things I wish I knew before I moved back to Zimbabwe in 2022. You should go and check that out. I've made a video about things that I disliked in Zimbabwe 2022. Go and check that video out as well. Today I'm going to be doing things that I absolutely adored about being in my country. Guys, when I make this kind of videos, don't get me wrong, I do not hate my country. I just say things the way they are. I'm Zimbabwean, 100% Zimbabwean. Mom and dad are from Zimbabwe, and I love my roots. I love where I come from, but I do say things the way they are. Without any further more rambling, let's get down into the video. So guys, the first thing I loved about being in Zimbabwe, the first big thing is speaking my own language, guys. Speaking my own language, being able to speak Shona. That was so, I feel so free, guys, because when I'm in South Africa all the time, I'm speaking English. Okay, let me say 70% of the times I'm speaking English, 20% I'm speaking isiZulu, and then 10% I'm speaking Setswana or Sepedi. So mostly I'm speaking English, Zulu, Setswana. I never speak my language that much. I only speak it when I'm with family and I'm with them. I can say, I don't know, I'm hardly with my family because I live alone, guys. So I hardly speak my home language. I only speak it when I go home. I go home maybe once a month. That's when I get to speak Shona. But this was so freeing, guys, being able to express yourself in your language, to fully express yourself in your own home language. It felt so relaxing to be able to speak exactly what you want to say. Because with English and isiZulu, these are not my mother tongue. So especially with isiZulu, English flows with me. But with isiZulu, I have to structure my sentences. I have to think before I say something. Now that is very hard. But with my mother tongue, I was just talking. It was like, we cool, we Gucci out here. Anyway, guys, point number 2 is the climate. I absolutely love the climate. Zimbabwean climate has always been like this. Zimbabwean climate is super cool. It's super cool. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Of course, I went when it was summertime. It was not too hot. It was just a cool weather. So I love Zimbabwean weather. It is very cool, especially in my province. I live in a town called Chegutu. That's the town I was living in. That is my hometown. So the weather was very cool, guys. So I absolutely loved the weather. It was very nice being there. And then the third thing I want to talk about is, guys, organic food. Oh my god, organic food, guys. Organic food. Guys, Zimbabwean food is super nice because everything is organic. We don't have genetically modified stuff. Everything is organic. Everything is organic in Zim. So the food is very, very, very nice. I enjoyed the food because it's organic. Organic food really is nice. The meat there, it tastes like meat. You feel that I'm eating meat. If you're eating chicken, you feel that I'm eating chicken. If you're eating beef, especially beef, guys, beef, I really felt the difference. That there's a huge difference. Here I'm eating beef. Here, Nidli eat beef. Like, the food is absolutely very, very nice. I love the fact that we still have organic food in Zim. I love the fact that we haven't gotten into the genetically modified stuff. And then the next thing that I loved about being in Zim is the informal eating places, as like street food. I absolutely love the street food. It's very, very nice, guys. Street food is extremely nice. Of course, I did go to Chicken Inn, Pizza Inn, but hey, street food, it takes the cup, batung, it takes the cup. Street food is absolutely nice. And the one thing about street food in Zim, it's extremely cheap buffet. Street food in Zim is cheap buffet. It's $2. $2, only $2. In SA, you won't find a plate for 30 rands. Nah, plates start from 50 rands, 55 rands. But in Zim, a plate is still $2. A plate is still very cheap. I always ask myself why though. I always ask myself why a plate is still very cheap in Zim, because it's extremely cheap. Anyway, the next point is the life pace in Zimbabwe. I love the pace in Zimbabwe. Even the so-called fast pace in Harare, it's not so fast as you would think it is. So I love the pace. It's not too as jahanga next man. So I love the life there. It's not too fast. If I can think of the capital city Pretoria of South Africa, and then comparing it to the capital city of Zimbabwe, Harare, yo buffet. Pretoria kuyasheshwa. Pretoria kuyasheshwa. You, but if I can think of blood downtown, comparing downtown of Harare and downtown of Pretoria, you are so loom in Pretoria, guys. So I absolutely loved the fact that it's not so fast paced. Everything is relaxed, it's not too it's not a fast paced life. It's comfortable. I want to have a comfortable pace. I don't want to be pushed around. I don't want a fast pace. It's too stressful. It gets to your head. So I just want a relaxed type of lifestyle. You get me? And then the next point is compared to other countries. Crime in Zimbabwe is not so bad. Now, in my last video about things I wish I knew before I came to South Africa, I spoke about crime, and I told you that crime now in Zim, they use muti, mshonga. It's witchcraft. For those who don't know muti or mshonga, it's witchcraft. They now use that muti to steal from people. Now, crime in Zimbabwe, it's not hectic. It's not that violent. It's not like, we're taking out some guns, we're gonna shoot you, give us your money. No, Zimbabweans steal from you nicely. So that is crime in Zim. So it's not like you're really tense about crime. You're not really tense. The worst that could happen is they're gonna use muti on you, they're gonna steal your money. The most common crime in Zim is theft. It's theft, and they're stealing money. Theft is the most common crime. It's not even armed robberies, it's not even hijacking, it's not even kidnapping or rape. Those are not common crimes in Zim. So the thing of being scared to walk out at night, the thing of being scared to go out alone on the streets, I didn't have that fear. Honestly, I was not scared. I would go out on the streets alone. I would even go out on the streets at night alone. I would walk freely. I wasn't even scared to say, oh my gosh, in this country there's so much high statistics of crime, like kidnapping of girls, rape. It's not like those kind of violent, gruesome crime. So I was super relaxed. I was super comfortable. I wasn't so scared about crime, because I knew the worst that could happen to me is someone using booty on me and taking my money. That's the worst that could happen. I could lose my money. Besides that, no one's gonna hurt me to that extent. So I was so calm, I was relaxed. I didn't have that fear of saying, oh my god, someone's gonna take a gun, and then boom. You don't really hear shootings in Zim. So that's the one thing I love about Zimbabwe, that crime is not so gruesome, it's not so violent. It's still better, the worst that could happen, they could use muti on you and take your money, a couple $100, US dollars gone. And then the next thing is, guys, I absolutely loved a rolling back time. So much childhood memories. It had been a long time since I went to Chegutu, which is my hometown. It had been a very, very, very long time. So I absolutely loved to roll back time and actually reminisce of my childhood memories. It was absolutely amazing, guys. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. I went to the house where we grew up in, my father's house, which he sold when we moved to South Africa. I saw the house, they turned it into a school. I was like, I almost didn't recognize because I was with my brother. So me and my brother were asking ourselves, is this the house we grew up in? Because we couldn't even recognize it. Like there's so much change, even in the neighborhood. There's so much great changes. So asking ourselves, like, is this the house we grew up in? Are we in the correct streets? That's how we have forgotten. And then we finally said, yeah, this is actually the correct street. We walked around to where our friends used to live. They're, of course, they're no longer there. But yeah, we just went around to look. There's just so much new people we don't even know. And we're just reminiscing, rolling back time and like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so great. We walked around. We did take a walk. We walked around town. I have videos of where we walk around town. If you want to check those out, they're on my channel. Walked around town. It was so amazing, guys. Just rolling back time. Couldn't believe time flies, guys. Time flies. Now, like we're 25-year-olds. I'm a 26-year-old. My brother's a 23-year-old. Like just yesterday, we're just so young, man. Anyway, let me not get so sentimental. So this is the next and the last point, guys. There are things that we eat in Zim that are only in Zim. I'm not sure how many of these are manufactured in Zim or that are originally from Zim, but whatever. These are the things that are known to be from Zim. Mazoe Orange Crush, it's a juice. Most South Africans now know this juice. Mazoe Orange Crush is the best. Vita, it's a cereal called Vita, the best. Buttercup margarine, I've never tasted margarine so good as Buttercup in my entire life. I loved eating these foods when I went to Zim. Willard's snacks, they're only in Zim. Absolutely amazing. I had a great time. I had a great time eating all these foods that I've missed, all these snacks that are from Zim. I really enjoyed traditional fruits that we get from the forest, mashanje from the forest, what are they called, bute. Amazing stuff, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Anyway, guys, we have reached towards the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share this video to family and friends, and we are on our road to 3K subscribers. Please take me to 3K subbies, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.